a couple more people to pop in, and we will get started. Yeah, yeah. During the show, you guys, I won't be acknowledging any gifts or comments during the show because this is a show. This isn't your typical stream, so we're going to be focusing on what's going on in the box and not necessarily what's going on in the comments. I hope that you guys are able to sit back and enjoy, and we'll make sure to go back and thank all the gifters at the end. And we're going to give a lot of opportunity for a lot of opportunities here. You know, we have a great group of admin and individuals that are here in the chats keeping things clean for us. That's my red team, also my admin. If you guys could hit them with a favorite, it would be greatly appreciated. We're going to start here in just a minute, guys. I'm excited about tonight. I'm excited. Everybody excited about tonight? Yes, exactly. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is awesome. So we're going to get started here shortly. We're going to wait about another minute and we're going to get started. So appreciate all of you guys taking the time out of your day for being here. If you guys have those blasts, please send those blasts. Smarter than a top badge at Eddie's. I'm excited to have each and every one of you guys here joining us today. So definitely excited about that. So, do we have all of our contestants? Are all my contestants here? We've got Trevor here. I think we're missing, are we missing Trucker? Okay, so we've got Bliss, we've got Boop. I think we're missing Trucker. If he's not here, that's okay. He is here. Okay, awesome. I see you, Tim. Thanks for being here. So let's get started, you guys. First of all, hello and welcome to Are You Smarter Than a Top Badge? I am your host, Eddie, and this is going to be a featured show every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm definitely excited about having all of you guys. As a reminder, though, this is a featured show on the Meet Me platform. So before we begin, there are some ground rules I need to cover. In the comments, we can't have any vulgarity or profanity. Unfortunately, this is a featured show and it's for everybody on the app. So if the comments get too ratchet or people are being vulgar or disrespectful, my bouncers are going to have to remove you, and we want to keep it clean. No derogatory comments, and for those guests that are in my box, we want to make sure that no music is playing and it's definitely not copyrighted. Above all else, you guys have fun. That's what it's all about. That's what we're here to do, and we're going to have a great time. In tonight's show, we have 3 streamers competing to try and answer trivia questions from around the world. There's one actual top badge that we're going to call the coach. The coach can help the contestants as they try to see who can earn the most points by battling through 3 rounds of trivia questions. The first round is going to be a multiple choice type round where these questions are all worth 1 point. These questions will be given between 3 and 4 possibilities of the correct answer. They have the choice of either answering the question themselves, or if they don't feel comfortable with that, we have our top badge here to give them a little bit of help. So our top badge coach, each contestant does have 3 saves. With the 3 saves, you guys, how this works is you have the lurk where they can just simply look at the top badge and be like, you know, what do you think? And they can go with the top badge's answer or they don't have to. After that, the next save is our favorite, you guys. With the favorite, if they choose to go with the top badge's answer because they don't know the answer, unfortunately, they're kind of stuck with that answer that the top badge gives. And last but not least, our final save that we have in the game, you guys, is our snipe. The way the snipe works is if the contestant's not 100% sure, they can ask the top badge. If the top badge is right, then they're going to get the answer right. If the top badge is wrong, then they're going to get the answer wrong. So they are 100% depending on that top badge for that extra help. Okay. The contestant with the most points at the end of 3 rounds will be our winner. The other 2 contestants, before leaving the box, will be professing that they are not smarter than a top badge. And we're also going to give them some opportunity to to introduce themselves at the end of the show. So the first person I want to welcome to the box is our top badge for the evening, Trevor. If you haven't requested the box, feel free to request that box. And my other contestants, go ahead and request that box as well. Trevor, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. In a quick response, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been on the app and how long you've been a top badge?
Absolutely. So No Bro World and myself actually got recruited on this app 4 years ago from a different platform. No Bro World and myself have been on this platform for 4 years, guys, 4 years. And I've been a top badge for about 3 years and 9 months, maybe 3 years and maybe 10 months, around there. And yeah, I go live every single day. In the last probably 4 months, I've only not went live like 2 days. So very dedicated to streaming. I love streaming. It's my passion. And I just want to entertain people. So
awesome. So Trevor is our coach for the evening. He's going to be helping out our contestants as they battle through multiple choice questions to see who is potentially smarter than our top badge. If my 3 contestants can go ahead and request a box, it'd be greatly appreciated. First one we have is Tim joining us. Our next contestant is Hennessy. Welcome to the stream. All right. So the way that this is working, guys, is we're going to be going through a series of multiple choice questions. If you do not know for sure that you know the answer, you've got Trevor up here to help you guys out. You guys have 3 opportunities to have him help you through the group of questions. The first round is worth 1 point. Any questions so far, guys? Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to start with Tim the Trucker. What was in Hermione's hand when she was petrified in the movie Harry Potter? Was it a mirror? Was it a charm? Was it a ring? Or was it a note?
It was a mirror.
A mirror, is that your final answer?
That's my final answer, yeah.
Awesome. So Tim is correct. That's 1 point for Tim. Congratulations, Tim. Our next question is for Hennessy. Hennessy, who replaces Dumbledore as the headmaster of Hogwarts? Was it Bloodhort, McGonagall, Snape, or Flitwick?
I'm so not a Harry Potter person. The only name I recognize is Snape.
Snape, you are correct with
Yay!
1 point. That's awesome. Boo, your question is, in the game of Quidditch, catching the golden snake is worth how many points? Is it worth 100 points, 200 points, 50 points, or 150 points?
Oh no.
Don't worry, Boo. That's why we have Trevor here. If you need to use one of those saves, we have those saves available.
I'm just gonna say 100.
100. Okay. Unfortunately, the correct answer to that one is 150. 150. So our next question is for Tim the Trucker. Complete this character's name. Rita, is it Scooter? Is it Skater? Is it Scones? Or is it Skeeter?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to go with Trevor on this one.
okay. Just so everybody knows, I do not know the answers as well. So I'm gonna try my best. Eddie, would you like to repeat it one more time, just so everybody can
Compete the character's name. Is it Rita Scooter, Rita Skater, Rita Scones, or Rita Skeeter?
I would say Scones, and I'm only saying this because it just sounds like the most like realistic name. I don't know. Yeah, so he doesn't have to take my answer. I would say scones, but I'm not 100%.
Okay. So Tim, do you want to go with our top badge Trevor's answer, or do you want to
There's a
go
different
with your
one.
own
Yeah,
answer?
that's a different one than I was gonna go with Skeeter. But
I don't
this is
know.
tough because you make a good point. Scones does sound pretty legit.
I don't want to throw you off either, but always go with your first instinct. But I don't know the answers, so I don't know.
I'm gonna go with your answer. I'm gonna go with scones.
Okay.
Tim, you should have gone with your own
Oh.
choice. The answer is Skeeter. Skeeter.
I'm sorry, Tim. I'm sorry. I tried my
No, it's
best.
all right.
That's amazing. For those of you that are just joining, I want to welcome to your Smarter Than a Top Badge. I am your host, Eddie, and this is a featured show that you can find on the app every single Tuesday, at 7 p.m. Eastern. Right now, we're in our first round, and we're going to move on to Hennessy. Hennessy, Fred and George opened a shop in which Diagon Alley? Was it Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes, Weasley's Wild Wheezes, Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, or Weasley's Wizardry?
The last one.
Is this your final answer?
Yes.
Okay. And unfortunately, the answer to this one is Weasley's Wizard Whizzes.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to
Our
up my
next
Harry Potter
question
game.
is for Boo. Boo. What is the term for people who are born to two non-magical parents? Is it snuggles? Is it muggles? Is it puggles? Or is it buggles?
I'm gonna say muggles.
Muggles. Correct. And as of right now, you guys, we have a three-way tie, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to keep going. I believe we have one more question for each of you. So for Tim the Trucker, what is Harmony's middle name? Is it Janet, Jennifer, Julie, or Jean?
I'm gonna go with Jean.
Jean. Jean is correct. Jean is correct. Good job. Hennessy, your next question is, what is the name of the wand shop in Diagon Alley? Is it Ollivanders, Ollivanders, or Ollivoders?
I'm gonna use one of my lifelinies. Trevor,
One
what
of
do
your
you think it
lifeliners.
is?
I always like to ask Eddie, could you please repeat it one more time?
I can. What is the name of the wand shop in Diagon Alley? Is it Ollivanders, 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 or Ollivanders?
Ollivanders is what I would say.
Ollivanders is correct. And for our last question and our multiple choice questions for Boo, what is the name of the fictional game in the Harry Pottage series? Is it Brisball, Jugger, Quidditch,
Quidditch.
It is Quidditch. That's awesome. You guys did great on the first round. For those of you that are just joining us, welcome to you. Are You Smarter Than a Top Badge? I am your host, Eddie. This is a featured show that you can find here on the app every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We just finished our first round, and we have Tim the Trucker with 2 points, Hennessy with 2 points, and Boo with, I believe it was 2 points, correct? Correct. Okay. So our next group of questions, you guys, are pretty open-ended questions. You guys won't have an option for choices on these. We're just going for the specific answer. So these are going to get a little bit harder. So Tim, in the book series by P.L. Travers, what is the name of the magical flying nanny?
Ooh, Oof. Trevor, any ideas? I can use them again, right?
Yes, you have two more saves with Trevor.
All right. If you want to just read it off one more time.
In the book series by P.L. Travers, what is the name of the magical flying nanny?
See,
Oh,
I actually have no idea. So I'm not sure. I don't even know. I'm so sorry, Tim. I don't mean to let you down
Do you-
again.
Do you want to give Tim a guess? I mean, your guess might be right. You never know.
I'd say like Mary Poppins. I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Tim?
let's go with Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins is correct.
No way.
Mary Poppins is correct. So this round is worth 2 points. So we have Tim with 2 points, and we're going to move on to our next question. Our next one is for Hennessy. Justin Bieber was born in which country?
Canada.
Canada is correct for 2 points.
The fact that I know that hurts my heart.
Oh my god.
Boo, this question is for you. Groundhog Day predicts how long what will last?
Winter.
Winter is correct. So far we have each of them all with the correct answer. That's 2 points for each of them. Our next question for Tim the Trucker. Tim, what animal's horn is made of compacted hair?
What animal's horn is made out of Let's see. I'm gonna go with. Ooh. I'm probably gonna sound super dumb with this, but I'm gonna say a hog.
A hog? Is
Yeah.
this your final answer?
That's my final wrong answer.
Okay, so the answer is actually a rhino.
Rhino.
A rhino. Yeah. All right. So the next question is for Hennessy. Hennessy, what can a skid squirt to protect themselves?
What kind of what?
What can a squid squirt to protect themselves?
Ink.
Ink is correct. For Boo, your next question. What direction does vertical run?
Up and down.
From top to bottom. Correct. You guys all did well in this round. For those of you that are just joining, welcome to Are You Smarter Than a Top Batch? I am your host, Eddie, and this is a featured show on the app every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our next question is for Tim the Trucker. Tim, what planet is closest to the sun?
Wow. The fact that you're right. I'm gonna go with Mars. Yeah, Mars.
With Mars?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the correct answer to this is actually Mercury.
Mercury.
Mercury. For Hennessy, our next question for you. What number does the Roman numeral X stand for?
5?
5?
Yeah.
So the answer to this one is actually 10.
Oh.
We tried though. We tried there. So our next question is for Boo. Boo, what is the meaning of the French phrase "bon voyage"?
I'm gonna say like like either goodbye or go on an adventure or something.
So the answer to this one is have a good trip. I think that it's very similar to what you were trying to say.
I'm doing
So
something.
we're
Don't tell
gonna
me the
go
shoes.
ahead and
We're
get
gonna
back
get
to that.
McDonald's.
So at
You
the
want-
end of our second
Nuggets.
round, we have
You better
Tim
stop.
the
Dang it.
Trucker with 2 points, I believe it is. We have Hennessy with 4 points and Boo with 2 points. Congratulations, you guys, on that second round. On our third round, you guys, these are true or false questions. So our first question is going to Tim the Trucker. And remember, you guys, you still have saves available with Trevor. You know, feel free to use Trevor at any point if you need his help. Human facial hair grows faster than any other hair on the body.
False.
Is false your final answer?
Yes.
Okay, so the answer to this question is true.
Oh, really?
That facial hair actually
Facial
grows
hair?
faster than any other hair on the body.
Oh, no.
Quite
I
an
thought,
interesting
okay. I
fact.
should have asked, but yeah. Okay, yeah. I should have. I thought you meant like
That
out of
was
everything that grows
no,
hair.
no.
Okay.
Hennessy, this one is for you. Hennessy, you can sneeze during your sleep.
True?
Is true your final answer?
Yes.
So the answer to this is actually false.
I swear I've heard my husband wake or sneeze and wake up because he sneezed before.
So yeah, believe it or not, the nerves that you use to sneeze are actually taking a break while you're sleeping as well.
Interesting.
Kind of an interesting question there.
I just want to
So-
say something. Now you guys know if somebody's fake sleeping or not. If they're sneezing, they're still awake.
Exactly. So Boo, this next question is for you. A cow gives nearly 200,000 glasses of milk in a lifetime.
Um, you know what? I'm gonna go with Trevor on this one.
All right. So the first thing I think of is like, how long does a cow live? And then I think about like how much it produced every day or every year. 200,000 is a lot. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'd say false because that sounds like a ton. But I'm not too sure. I'm not a farmer. I'd say false though. But you can take my answer. Or you can say true. It's up to you.
I'm gonna go with Trevor's answer.
So you're saying the answer is true or false?
I personally think false. So it's
Okay. So you're going with Trevor's answer, which is false. So the answer to this is actually true. A cow gives nearly 200,000 glasses of milk in a lifetime.
That's crazy. I'm sorry. That's a ton. We learn something new every day.
Yeah.
That is a lot of milk. For those
Just
of
to
you
be
that are
slaughtered and
just
end up on your
joining,
kitchen table.
for those of you just joining, welcome to Are You Smarter Than a Top Badge? I am your host, Eddie, and this is a featured show on the app every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Our next question is for Tim the trucker. Tim, in Japan, instead of a man in the moon, people see a rabbit in the moon.
False.
Is your final answer false?
Yes.
So the actual answer to this one is true.
A
So
rabbit?
if you're
Really?
in Japan looking at the moon, instead of seeing what looks like a man, you actually see what looks like a rabbit. An interesting fact, but that one is
Teeth are hard.
correct.
I got some Japanese
So-
friends. I'm gonna have to ask them about that
Yeah.
one.
So our next question is for Hennessy. Hennessy, tasting is never determined by what you're smelling.
I want to say true because there's sometimes when you smell something, it doesn't taste like what it smells like.
Is true your final answer?
Wait. Hold on. So it's never determined by what.
Tasting is never determined by what you're smelling.
I'd say false because it's not all the time, but sometimes.
Okay. Final answer is false?
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations. False.
Ah!
80% of what you're tasting is determined by what you're smelling. Interesting fact there. Interesting fact. So our next question is for Boo. Your nose and sinuses produced 1 liter of mucus a day in which you swallow.
I'm gonna say false on that one.
You want to go false with that as your final answer?
Yeah.
So this is kind of a gross true answer, you guys. Your nose and your sinuses produce almost 1 liter of mucus that we swallow on a daily basis. Interesting fact there.
Yuck.
Our next question, you guys. This one is for Tim the trucker. A snail can sleep for up to 3 months.
I'm gonna go true on this.
True is your final answer?
Yep.
So the answer is actually false. A snail can actually sleep up to 3 years, which was a crazy tidbit of information that was out there.
3 years. Wow.
3 years.
So they could be sleeping and die and not even know.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So Hennessy, our next question for you is, apes can't laugh.
True. No, because they're human-like, so it'd be false. False. They can laugh. False.
Is the answer false?
Yes.
Okay, false is the final answer.
Yes.
So the answer to this, you're correct. It is false.
Ah!
Yeah. And an interesting fact about that is that apes mainly laugh when they're tickled by another ape, which was quite an
cute.
interesting little fact. Yeah. Our next question is for Boo. This is a good one. Nearly 3% of the ice in the Arctic glaciers are penguin urine.
feel like that's false.
Do you want to go with false for your
Yes.
final answer?
Yeah.
So the answer to this is actually true, you guys. Nearly 3% of the ice in the Arctic glaciers is actually penguin urine. That was a interesting
It-
piece of information.
Makes sense a little bit.
All right. So our next question is for Tim the Trucker. Scallops don't have good vision.
Scallops. I've been getting them wrong every time, so I'm gonna go with Trevor. I'm gonna see what you
Trevor.
got to say about it, man.
Ooh, all right, all right. I would say true, but it's up to you if you want to say true or false.
You said scallops don't have good vision, right?
Correct.
Yeah, let's go with true.
So the answer to this one is actually false. Scallops have as many as 100 simple little blue eyes.
Wow, interesting.
Interesting fact. Interesting fact. Okay. Next question is for Hennessy. Hennessy. Hippos produce their own red colored sunscreen.
I'm gonna say true because they kind of have that reddish color to them.
The reddish color to them. The answer to this one is actually true. Congratulations. You've got that one correct. And Boo, our next question for you. The oldest domestic cat on record was 38 years old.
Um,
The oldest
gonna go with
domestic
Trevor.
cat on record was 38 years old.
I'm gonna go with Trevor.
All right, so my opinion about this is, man, I think like cats can like, live like maybe like, 15 years or a little older. I don't know. I feel like if you really take care of a cat, it could live a bit longer. I don't know what types of cats can live up to 38 years old. That's really tricky. Like I feel like you'd really need to like make the cat would have to have a really strict meal plan to like live that long. I'm gonna say, oh man, my first instinct was true, but you don't have to take that because I have no idea. I always have to go with my first instinct.
So what are your thoughts, Boo?
I think I'm gonna say. I think I'm just gonna say true.
True. The answer to that question is true. Congratulations.
Hey, we did it. We did it together. Let's
We
go.
did it.
Let's go.
Okay. So in this round so far, you guys, we have Tim the Trucker with 2 points.
4.
We have Hennessy with 3 points. Was it 4 points?
No, I thought you were
I
adding
believe
them
it
all
was
up. So
3 points. We've got 3 points and we've got 2 points. Congratulations, you guys. This is going to be our last round. Again, if you guys are new to this stream, this is a featured show hosted by me, Eddie, every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our next question is for Tim the Trucker. Matthew McConaughey turned down the role of Jack Dawson in the movie Titanic.
true.
Is true your final answer?
You say that and it gives me anxiety every time. Yes, true.
So the answer to this one is actually false.
I can't catch a break, Eddie.
For Hennessy, Mickey Mouse's name was originally supposed to be Mortimer Mouse.
True.
Mickey Mouse's name was originally meant to be Mortimer Mouse.
True.
True? True is correct. This next question is for Boo. Boo. Only female mosquitoes bite.
I'm gonna say false on that one.
False on this one?
Yeah.
False is the final answer?
Yes.
So the answer to this one is actually true. Only female mosquitoes bite. Interesting fact. Our next question is for Tim the Trucker. Tim, lightning never hits the same place twice.
Ooh. I'm gonna say that's true.
So the answer to this one is actually
It's
false.
False, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lightning can strike the same place twice. So, Hennessy, your question is snakes can predict earthquakes.
I'm going to say true because most animals can feel them before we can.
The answer to this question is true. Boop. Your next question. If you swallow a piece of gum, it's going to stay in your body for 3 years.
False.
The answer to this question is false. Congratulations. For those of you that are just joining the stream, welcome to Are You Smarter Than a Top Badge, hosted by me, Eddie, every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to continue with our final round. Tim the Trucker, the shortest war in history lasted only 52 minutes.
The shortest war in history?
In history lasted only 52 minutes.
I'm going to go with true.
So the answer to this question is actually false.
Can I catch a
Wow.
break?
We're trying. So, Hennessy, your next question. While sleeping, you cannot smell anything.
I'm going to say true because the whole nose not sneezing thing. So I had figured the whole thing would be asleep.
So the answer to this is actually true. While you're sleeping, you
Interesting.
cannot smell anything.
Wow.
So, Boo, your next questions. Cows can walk downstairs, but not up them.
I'm gonna say true.
So the answer to this question is false. False. Remember, guys, you do still have a save left with Trevor if anybody needs help. Tim, your next question. The snow on Venus is metal.
The snow on Venus is metal. I think that's a pretty easy false.
Is false your final answer?
Yeah,
So the answer to this one, Tim, is actually true.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Tim's having a hard day, y'all.
Tim is having a rough day, but that's
love you,
okay. We
Tim.
still love Tim. And we still love Tim. So Hennessy,
Definitely
your
not
next
smarter than a
question.
5th grader.
The next question for you is: a tsunami wave can travel at the speed of a jet.
I will go with true only because like they give you those warnings way far away, so I would figure to have to travel really freaking fast for it to have those warnings so quickly, way miles and miles away.
You are actually correct. The answer is
Woo!
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Boop. Your next question is: humans can catch warts from toads.
True.
True. True is your final answer.
Yes.
The, the correct answer is actually false. That you actually cannot catch warts from a toad. So amazing guys. So with that said, that was the end of our final round. So before we conclude our show, we did have Hennessy as our winner tonight. So Hennessy, stick around for a minute. Tim, if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, any upcoming events that you have going on in your streams, that would be gratefully appreciated. Do you have
Yeah,
anything that you'd like
so
to promote?
quite a few things. Oh, just a couple. Um, by the way, my name is Tim the Trucker, obviously truck driver. I'm an everyday streamer as well. Um, I can't even count how long I've been on the app, honestly. Um, but I have a battle royale coming up, my first one ever. I've never done an auction battle, anything like that. I have my very first one on St. Patrick's Day on the 17th of March coming up. And then I also am hosting a show as well, which is to make it easier, Monday nights, 11:59 p.m. Um, technical time is midnight, but it's called The Road to Life with Tim the Trucker. And we bring up a topic each week, and we kind of get both guests that I have kind of their opinions or their life experiences on that topic. It's a featured show in the making, something I'm very passionate about as well. Just trying to make people understand that no matter how different we are as humans, we can all relate. So
Nice.
pretty much it.
Well, Tim, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Before you leave the box, we're gonna let you confess that you're not as smart as our top badge,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we'll have you head on out.
Even though he's got the same questions as me wrong, you know. No, Trevor, you
But
did
Tim,
amazing, bro.
You're
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm
thank you for
definitely
joining
Super
us.
fun.
We
not a
definitely
problem.
appreciate you being here today. And Boo, do you have anything going on in your upcoming streams? Tim, thanks again for joining us.
Yep. Thanks, man.
So I'm gonna be in a lip sync battle auction with
Okay.
Emerald Empress. That should be in April.
Okay.
Also, um, she does a show. An attempt is made, and it's at 12 p.m. Eastern time on Thursdays. And then Moody Andrew does Guess the Gibberish on Wednesdays at 11 p.m. Eastern.
11 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
Yes.
And when do you typically stream, Boop? When can we find you streaming?
You can usually find me after usually after 5, so like 6 or 6:30
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
Eastern.
Well, Boop, thank you so much for participating in tonight's show. Before you leave, thank you again for being here, and we appreciate you being here tonight. Awesome.
No problem.
Thanks for coming and hanging out. Hennessy, congratulations. It looks like that you are as smart as our top badge, and that's absolutely awesome. If you want to tell us a little bit about your streaming, when you stream, if you have any upcoming events going on in your stream.
I typically stream when I feel like I can. So sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's in the afternoon. It's kind of random, but I try to go live most days. The only time I think I don't really go live is on the weekend because that's the only time my husband's home. So
Awesome. Awesome. Well, congratulations for being here and thank you for participating. If you would like to come back and see if you can continue with this challenge of being a winner, we would love to have you back at any time. If so, please reach out to my admin and we can get you scheduled on another featured show. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to be here, and I can't say thank you enough. Thanks
Thank
again
you
for
for
joining
having
us tonight.
thank you for having me.
Awesome. And Trevor, thank you for joining us, Trevor. Trevor, if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, what you have going on in the app. You said that you've been a top badge on the app for how long now?
Yeah, so about 3 years and like 10 months, I've been a top badge. Been on the app for about 4 years. The first thing I just want to shout out Eddie, guys. Eddie put a lot of time into preparing this show for us. Are You Smarter Than a Top Badge? Very, very fun. Very, very honored to just be able to, be on here as well. So thank you, Eddie, for putting all this together. We're very excited to see what you have in the future for your next, show. And, everybody that's in here, make sure you guys keep showing up to Eddie's show. This is a brand new featured show he's going to be having. So shout out to Eddie first. Make sure you follow him as well, guys. Anybody that doesn't already know, we are the Team Trev NBW family on the app, No Bro World and myself. No Bro World is in the comments. And make sure you guys follow No Bro World as well. No Bro World has helped me out so much. Me and him joined this app together. And No Bro World is an amazing person. So just shout out to No Bro World. Follow him. If you want to follow me, you can click my name and favorite me. No Bro World and myself both go live every day. And thank you so much, Eddie. That's all I had to say. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Trevor, thank you. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to be here. I truly appreciate that, my friend. And I look forward to seeing you out there in the streaming world. So thanks again for being here. Guys, if you haven't hit Trevor yet, hit him with that favorite. Pop into a stream and check him out. Trevor, thank you again for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Awesome. No problem, Trevor. You have a great night, my friend.
Thanks.
All right, guys. So as we conclude, I want to thank you all for joining my first episode of Are You Smarter Than a Top Badge? Truly appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming out, hanging out, being here, being a part of it. During the show itself, I wasn't able to acknowledge the gifts, but I do want to go through and I want to thank all of the gifters of the stream. My number one gifter of the stream so far, Jenny, the Queen of Dragons. We have Beauty. We have Boss Bro, DDG, Joey, and SpongeBob. Thank you all for being here. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Okay, I think Emoji J got that. Thanks for being here, guys. I truly appreciate you all. I know we went a little bit shorter than what was expected, but we know where we need to improve for our next time, right? So thank you, guys. I appreciate that. So typically at this point in time, I would have ended my live, but Jay can edit that part out for me.